All right, we're breaking it down with Dan Dakich and my friend Igor Blop here. We're going to talk about post feeding, which is something that's driving Indiana basketball fans crazy, I know. Let's talk about it. First things first. When you want to get the ball in the post, you got to bring the ball below the free throw line. It creates a better angle. The ideal way to get the ball in the post is to take it low enough where my shoulders square up with the post man. If I'm on this angle, above the free throw line, and I throw it, the defense can get on the high side or the low side and come around the post man. But if I bring it down and get squared up, it's much more difficult for the defense. Now, very simple. Many players see I'm in a black IE shirt and they just throw it to their teammate who's in a black IE shirt. That's not what you do. What you do is you throw it away from the defense. So, if the defender is guarding my guy Igor Blop on the high side, I throw it away from the defense. That would be here to the low side. If the defender is behind, then I shove it in where he catches the ball right here in his stomach. And then obviously, if the defender is on what's called the low side because it's closer to the baseline, then I want to throw the ball up here. Most times, I want to throw the basketball to the postman on a bounce because if I throw it in the air, two things are going to happen. One, Igor Blop here is going to have to go off and get out of his position and catch the ball out here. That's not great. I have Igor with 2 feet in the lane here because if you get a good post player 2 feet in the lane, it's death. It's a foul, it's a bucket, or both. The other reason I don't want it pushed in the air is because a defender can get around and tip it away. So we want to bounce pass into the post. All right, now as you see, my man Igor has come into the middle of the lane and the ball is now on top. How do we get the ball to him? One of the things you want to do in lobbing the ball to the post, high to low, is always throw the ball long. Meaning, if he has this hand up and he's calling for the ball, then I've got to make sure that I throw it high enough that only he can get it or it goes out of bounds. When you watch basketball, anytime the ball's on top, when they try to lob it over to a big man, when they lob it short and the defense bats it away, it's always a fast break the other way. So when Igor steps in and I've got the ball on top, I immediately look, he'll have a hand up and I want to throw it up at the rim or certainly at the middle of the net so that he's the only one that can get it or it goes out of bounds. Out of bounds doesn't kill you, but short, throwing it short where the defense tips it and goes the other way. Now, if Igor is stepping in the middle of the lane and his shoulders are square to mine, then I do simply fake high, bounce it low, fake low, fire it in there high. These are the two ways. On the side, where you go below the foul line and you stuff it in, or on top, where you lob it, where only the big fella here can go get it. Don't lob it short from the top. Hey, that's breaking it down with Dan Dakich.